Welcome back to Empire Total War, and it's time to go ahead and liberate Brussels in Flanders. Cloudsley Hudson will now take his army and go ahead and defeat the French under, let's see who they have in command. Christopher Pierpont. And we cannot actually see what the general is that is bringing up reinforcement. Royal Bavaria. What's that? Is that Royal Bavarians? I don't know. We got a special regiment there. The 34E. 81E. Are these special regiments or are they just... I think the red... No, I think they are special regiments. Some of them are. Yeah, the 24E, the 81E are special regiments. Well, this one is a normal line infantry, but there's a few here that are special. And then we got Swiss Grenadiers, Swiss Guards. One thing that I actually realized is that my army hasn't actually upgraded the cannons, so we still carry, just as the French though, carry the demi-cannons, and we don't carry the new artillery, which is this one that, as you can see, has a higher accuracy. Also, the French carry a mortar with them. Anyways, let's go ahead and autosave and conduct this battle. We should be seeing some fire by rank in this battle, I hope, if everything goes to plan. Right, and so here we can see the army composition. Now we've got a lot of troops that we haven't seen before. So let's go ahead and start with the main line which I've set up, which are the most numerous troops that I have, which are the Marines, the Guard Marines. And apparently I do believe that I've got 14 of them, because there's one here called the... Oh, it's even 15. So do I have 15 units? I don't think I have 15 units. Or, well, not all of them can be here. But there's quite... I guess there's more guard units. So it's only 6 foot guards and they're Marines. So I'm guessing it's not about all the Marines, but it's about all the guards. Anyways, here we have them. Let's continue here on my left flank, and then we got the 8th Grenadier Regiment, Royal Welsh Fusiliers, which we got right here, and we got 3 of those units stationed on them, and behind them we've got the normal line infantry backing them up, so just some normal troops. Cavalry, nothing special on this side at least. Then, as we head more towards the center, we've got the 5th Foot Guards, which are the engineers, as you can see right here. The engineers, ready to deploy the stakes once they're ready to protect the cannons. Behind the artillery, we have the Grenadiers, and these are just normal line infantry, or line Grenadiers, that I've got 4 units of, and we've got them right here. We looked at those, so then it's over to this side, and backing up the Marines on our right flank, we've got the Scottish. We've seen this once before, because I've sent half of the Scottish force. You can have a total of 8 units, and I sent 4 of these, so half the regiment, well, they're, I guess, half the, well, I'm not sure what to call it, half the Scottish brigade was sent to North America. Backing the Scots up in the back here, we've got the 33rd Foot, so the 33rd Regiment of Foot is backing them up, and there's 3 of them, and behind them, being the cavalry on our right flank, we've got the Brunswick Dragoons. Let's see, where's the officer? Is this the officer? Or is this the officer? I can't tell who's the officer among all of these. You know, we got one guy here with gold braids, so maybe it's him. But I don't know, shouldn't he be in the center? Next to the banner? I don't know, they all look kinda the same. Anyways, then we got the battle set up. We don't know what the French have. Unfortunately for the Belgians, the town of Brussels is right smack in the middle of the battlefield, so for some reason we've decided to fight over part of the town. But without further ado, let's go ahead and conduct the battle. We'll start off by deploying the stakes to protect the artillery. And the artillery is, for now, holding fire, except for the mortar, of course. The mortar has, or the howitzer. The howitzer has started firing, and it should really be targeting those pesky French mortars. Which it seems that it is, because it's already killed 2 of their crew. So, let's see, what are the French doing? Are they conducting some movements forward here? Swiss Grenadier Guards. We've got the 81E. Let's see, behind there, Provincial Militia. 81E. Royal Bavarians. West European Infantry Mercenaries. They look rather ugly, I must say. Here we got the 34th. And we've got some militia moving up. Not a lot of French troops in general. Let's have the Marines move forwards. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 Marines and we're going to see about getting up behind these walls. We're going to have to deal with this guy, so we're going to take 2 of these. And they're going to march up towards that area right there. These 2. We can continue like so. These towards there, and these will continue through here. The engineers can move back now. They can move to here. What we can do is, backing up the Marines, we can have the Welsh Fusiliers move up and take a defensive position back here. A lot of the guard units start without having toggle guard mode, which is annoying. The Swiss Guard has started to open fire, but there's not a lot of them. And so once the Marines are in place, they will be able to shoot these down rather quickly. Also, we probably need to get up. You can see the elevation there of the ground. Can we get up over that? I think we need to get up over this side as well. And yes, they are firing by rank. So compared to the French, we will be firing by rank. So let's see the Marines here firing by rank. See if these guys have trouble getting up. So maybe these guys will be ready first, the ones in the forest. Oh, that guy jumped into the forest, found some lovely berries or something. Fire! Good shot. Second rank. Fire! Third rank. Fire! And let's see, is first rank ready to fire? No, they're still reloading. This one, I think, is having trouble just finding target because of how they're stationed here. Or maybe, yes, now they're firing on these guys over here. On this side we got cavalry closing in, and so we need to form square to protect ourselves. We need to get up across this barrier here, which is not really working well for this one, as stationed down here. The guys in the forest need to come up through there as well, or maybe we can get these guys actually to get them to come flank in upon the enemy. The guard marines have seen the enemy off, or at least here in the center. These Swiss guard are hiding behind that house. We do not like that, and so we will give an order to the battery to break those houses. Boom! There goes the house, which hopefully should open up for more battery shots coming in, destroying them. But we're gonna blow this house as well. The center is not doing too well. We got this unit moving in, and it's actually gonna be able to flank unless the guards here move up. And I think we need to support the center, and so what we have is the grenadiers. And so the grenadiers will move up and stand as a security measure behind the rest of the infantry. We haven't torn down this house just yet, but we just did. There's not that many Marines left in this unit, and there's quite a few French troops coming on. What's happened over here? This side is completely shot to pieces. In the long run, this is not going to work. Oh, they're engaged in melee, so the enemy has attacked us. These two units need to fall back unless they want to be destroyed. These guys gonna have to hold their position, even though they're hard pressed by the enemy, until the grenadiers come in place to support. This unit needs to turn, and we've turned the enemy over here, which means that we can advance. Oh, we got an enemy over there. Ah, it's being dealt by this one. These will fire. The grenadiers are in position, and so I'll tell them to open fire. Grenadiers! Oh! Grenadiers fire all at the same time, so they do not fire by rank. Maybe it's just for the elite infantry then. I'm not sure. Only the guards, maybe. The Marines on this side are giving way, but we've got the Grenadiers backing them up, and we'll put the not the Marines, we'll put the guards here. So the enemy here was sent off more or less. Which means that these two can break their square. These Marines. Oh, no, the enemy comes back, so back into square. But on all other fronts, the center is actually still kinda holding, but this one unit needs to come back. We've lost a lot of men there. Have we dealt with the bloody mortar yet? No, we haven't. Let's have the Welsh Fusiliers move up and take position behind the wall here now, and have these guys quickly just move to send off that cavalry, and we'll have these cavalry units move up and ready to attack the enemy position, the enemy cannon position. At the same time, we'll move these line infantry units up. So take position behind the Welsh Fusiliers. We've got some cavalry coming in, and I will take... Oh, it's a general's bodyguard. This unit will take control of the house. The Grenadiers are holding their position. This unit has suffered a lot of casualties, same with this one. So both of them will fall back. What do we have left then? We have these two. Should be able to deal with what we have here, but we need to reinforce this side, or make sure that this side, we keep the momentum up on this side. So we're going to send in the Highlanders, and the Highlanders are going to come in like this, and then since we have some enemy, no, I'm not going to wait for the enemy to get their stuff together. So the Grenadiers will advance up through the center. These cannons are supposed to fire at will. Find the enemy finding targets wherever they can. Did we get inside? Yes, we are inside the house. It's just that not the entire unit's in just yet. The engineers will move up as well. The house is now ours. These guys have dealt with the enemy, and so now they can move up and come through here. The Royal Fusiliers are also all firing at the same time. Let's see. Oh, seems we've broken the enemy artillery position, more or less, and that will refocus the mortar on this artillery, which has just turned up. What enemy regiments still? They're supposed to get reinforcement, are they not? Are they coming in from over here? It seems so, because we got some... Yes! So the enemy reinforcements coming in from over there. So what we need to do is we need to get the Scots. The Scottish regiments will now take a position like this instead to prepare for that. And we've got the... what is this? The 33rd will march up after them. And then behind them we got the Dragoons. What do we have here? It's a Lancer unit going straight for the engineers, which for some reason only first rank is firing. It seems to be a very varied bunch of who does what, who fires in what manner. The howitzer has dealt with this one. They are shaken, and hopefully they'll be going away pretty darn soon. Seems like most of the enemy reinforcement right now is cavalry, but we have some infantry coming in. We've got some Swiss guards, some Swiss grenadiers, but these are very much broken forces that are coming in. These will continue to be in the flank of the Scotsmen, but they need to turn to face the enemy. At the same time, you know what, the Grenadiers need to gain a bit of ground. They can't actually because of the houses. So these two will move up. And these two will move up on this side. Although we got a long... Oh, why can't you form square? No, the grenadiers cannot form square. The engineers can form a square though. The grenadiers are able to deal with the cavalry as it is right now, I think. Possibly. It's really hard to tell here. At the same time, there is cavalry attack here somewhere. There. This marine unit. This marine unit can form square, so it will form square. The Scots are firing by rank. Do they fire more than 3 ranks? No, the 4th rank is just for reinforcements. Scottish units are laying down fire through here, but it's not very accurate fire. Against these few units. They need to gain some better ground here. The enemy cavalry unit was sent off, but the grenadiers suffered heavily in that. We will focus on this side because most of the units on the left are static and will not move. They're entrenched militia units. Scots needs to gain ground. And they seem to be almost outflanked there. Let's have the 33rd move up a bit. And we can have one of the 33rd units move up to possibly help this Scottish unit out as he moves into range with the 24E. Question is, are these guys ready? Are they ready and reloaded? Yes, they are. 39 right now. 29. And 21. And now they return fire. But they fire all at the same time. Boom. Keep it up. Can the Marines come any further? They can advance a bit. Let's get one of the 33rd units to come up here on the flank to aid this Scottish unit. Even though the Scottish unit is actually outnumbering the enemy unit. Let's see if we can get some artillery fire going on this side towards the center unit. We don't need to do anything here right now, so I can concentrate on what's going on here. Let's see if the 33rd fires in fire by rank, or if they do just a volley fire, or I'm guess fired will. These guys are firing towards these, so this unit should be able to close the gap quite a bit. On the 46th Regiment. Steady, lads, steady. In order. Let's see if they can run the last bit here, so everyone gets in place. Good. But I think we need to come even closer, because we need to see what we're shooting at, right? Ready! Hold! Make ready! Go on, make ready! Present! They fire in volley. As we learned. There's about 100 Frenchies left. We're about to break though. And you can see how broken up the French unit is on this side. On this side. But it's still holding though. Same with the rest of them here. Same with the guards, they held for a very long time. Am I firing? I told them to open fire on this side if they can. Oh, what do we have here? Can we fire on this one? Or is it too many houses and stuff in the way? We'll tell them to try. And then we'll advance the grenadiers to fire upon this unit. Get the grenadiers in there. And we'll get the other grenadier unit to come like that. The 33rd, they lost half their unit though. Maybe we shouldn't have advanced like that, because I don't think we weren't able to put down a decisive volley to send off the Frenchies. Let's have the mortar now shelling this entrenched positions, which should be attacked by the Welsh Fusiliers coming in from the front or coming in from the flank, and then we'll have the line infantry backed up by some guard marines as well, and we can have the engineers move up as well, and this grenadier unit. Are you within range? I wonder how effective grenades are. Because this unit is standing in quite a thick formation there. So it could be a pretty good target for the grenades. Forward, grenadiers! That's going to be a lot of grenades though if everyone's going to throw. 220 men, but I don't think everyone in the unit's going to throw grenades. Let's tell them to attack. They are being hit by artillery as well. They're going to throw grenades. Yes, now they are. Here comes the grenades. Just in time for the enemy to run away. Gain that high ground. Right, so let's start attacking the entrenched units. The enemy is actually leaving their entrenchments. Well, this one's on the wrong side of the fence. So that one I could understand if that one was moving, but it's not actually that one that is moving. It's the one that was in a good position. Steady, lads. Steady. It's the provincial militia. The regiment to the right started opening fire. Fire! Back looking at the Welsh Fusiliers. There is, I mean, these are grenadier units, so I guess they're not that good at shooting, but still, they should be able to be better than these militias, shouldn't they? These two come up through here. The Welsh Fusiliers will advance. And the mortar will retarget this unit. Oh, we actually have bloody artillery there. Tell the dragoons to get them. These guys are actually holding their position, even though we're marching up right behind them. We're gonna release a devastating volley on them. Not even the entire unit's firing. Getting some flank fire here from the Marines. The Frenchmen seemingly completely unaware of the fact that we've got 3 units of Welsh Fusiliers, numbering about maybe 600 of them. Oh, the guys from over here are firing on these. Oh. Right. Not an impressive casualty rate, given that they're almost on top of them. That was not as good as I thought. So let's charge. Bayonets. Bayonets, we will surely beat them. Grenadiers versus militia. Oh yes, I'm still firing with the howitzer. Let's tell that one to stop. And these guys destroy the cannons, and now they will go in for the armed citizenry, although it looks like they gave way. And this unit gave way as well, and so we have won. Heroic victory. That's very good. And now we'll see if we can release this part, or if I'm going to give it to the Dutch. In exchange for something, of course. It would be nice if I could exchange this for one of their colonies. But if I can't, or if I can't, we'll just create Belgium or whatever. Bye bye, Frenchies. Okay, so I could not turn this into anything else. The thing is, Paris is right there and it's open for capture. And we could do a lot of harm to France by just moving in there. What I want to do is I want to see what they have here. So what I will do is I will dispatch the German cavalry. Okay, so we got an army here. And we want to move on that. And then what I'm going to do is we're gonna contact the duchies. You've got a new king, have you? I want to give you Flanders in exchange for military access. Demand access. Oh, we have indefinite access. What I want then is some money. Demand some money. What do we want for Flanders? 5,000? Is that a... let's see if they'll agree to that. We'll have to reconsider our proposal, apparently. Apparently Flanders is not worth 5,000. So is it worth 2,500 then? It's unacceptable. Maybe their coffers are empty. Demand, well, we'll demand a token sum of £100 in exchange for Flanders. How about that? See no benefit for. Okay, if you're gonna be that stingy, you get it for free then. Oh, it was beneficial now when we gave it to them. Bastards. I hope they're pleased with the deal they got. Anyways, I don't think I have any more moves to make. Do we have something to do? No, we're replenishing here. And we're turning this around and this... No, nothing. Back to Europe then, and I want to see what happens in this region as I end the turn. No! Stupid priest in France moved. Yes, there we go. We still get to see what's going on here. So, this general is back with his broken down force. He's got some new units with him. But, I mean, a single cavalry unit is not going to stand, so it's going to retreat far into... We draw your attention to the fact that this war is bringing neither success nor profit to either of our nation. Let us have peace. Well, I'd definitely say that it brings no profit to you, Mr. France. Mr. King of France. But it does bring a hefty profit to me. Well, not so much giving Brussels to the Netherlands. I thought I would be able to create a nation there, so I was kind of hopeful, but no nation to be created. Prussia, are they gonna throw out the Swedes? Or I believe now that the Prussians have retaken Berlin, I can open up trade with them again because they're port. Unless the port is broken down. It looks like that Swedish army moved away or disappeared. I'm not entirely sure. Are the Portuguese in war with the Dutch? Have I missed something there when they've declared war on each other? Measuring tools. That's good. Have they declared war on each other? We need to take a look at this. Portugal is at war with the Dutch. Poland, Lithuania. A very strange move, I must say, by them. Okay, so they have gone ahead and reinforced this region. Now I have enabled no forts, so hopefully we'll have no forts. Quite a few of our troops got quite mangled in the last fight. Factory master, good. Recruitment in Goa. Construction, good. Trains gain, happy drinker. To Aaron Forbes. Faith, faith, faith. Very good. So they're doing a lot of conversion in India. New town immersions. Mohawk in the Iroquois territory. The Iroquois territory is 100% Protestant, so we don't need to build a what's it called? Church here. So what instead we will do is a coaching inn. And then the priest can go ahead and go to this region, which only is 90%. We'll build this up. We'll build up some stuff over here. The spy will close in on the French territory here. They have built what's it called? It's taverns in all these locations. This army is not ready to move just yet. How they're not very happy with us, are they? And what's going on down here? Nothing much so far. What I usually leave about 2 men, so we can leave 2 units in this, and then we can move on. What we can do is we can leave those 2 colonial militias, and then we can march on. And then we'll switch this out. We'll send 2 down here, and then we'll pick up the Irish as we go. And let's see, back to Europe. No, I have nothing to do really in Europe, do I? So let's check India just really quickly here. The thing is, one thing I saw earlier in trade was that some trade, the sea route is good on it's some of it's being blockaded, so some of the tea is not getting there where it's supposed to. Austrian Ottoman Empire, the trade road is being blockaded. So the one against Austria is of course the big French navy, and then what was the other one? Against the Ottoman Empire, so I guess this one, which is actually being besieged by Venice. That's not so important because we're not at war with them, but we are at war with France. So we should really see about getting our navy together now. So what we can do, we have the main navy here. And we need something just in case we need to evacuate them. So what we can do is we can take the main navy. We can send it down here. And then we actually have a better admiral, Edward Russell. And so we'll transfer Edwin to this one. And then we'll take the greater general. I think it's actually a picture of, what's he called? Of Savoy. And a major part of the navy. How many French ships were there? There were quite a lot of them. They have 25 ships, which means we're gonna need at least 25 as well. Why do we have this one? Let's see. Let's get these 4 as well into the main navy, and then we just need 2 more. We'll take these accomplished ships, and then we'll move to strike at the French. This is going to be a massive naval operation. And then these 2, since this navy is so small, should really combine with this one. And then I think we'll actually station them up here. and raid the trade outside there, and then sort of also hope that we can hold if that those ships move out of port. But looking at the time, I think this is about it, so I'm going to end it right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you come around to see the next battle here on the European continent as we move on Strasbourg, which has quite the fort, but I'm hoping we can avoid fighting at the fort. Can we replenish air? Yes, we can, actually. Interesting. Anyways, bye.